Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Weeknights. I am JD Nero, aka He Who Pods, aka Rearview Mirror.
And I'm Dash, aka Dashing D, aka the real king of R&B, aka cool grandma, but not really.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. What happened? You had to sneeze or something?
Yes. I was thinking to myself, Granny has to sneeze.
Nigga said.
I was trying so hard. Take two of my hands being ashy. My bad, y'all. If y'all
You gonna
understood,
mess around and get a new AKA?
I know, Ashy Larry.
Yeah.
If y'all understood my setup, I'm not going to sit here and explain it. But if y'all understood my setup, you would understand why sometimes I have some setbacks, including my ashy hands.
The haters do not give a fuck about none of that.
Absolutely. Listen, the way they have been getting on me lately, I don't know. That's why I had to preemptively talk about the ashy hands because if I don't,
Right. They could be like, and your hands all ashy.
yup,
Mm.
bitch.
Mm. All right.
Like,
We got a job to do. Where you want to start?
it will surprise me.
All right, tell us about the Beatles.
The Beatles. This is both cool and weird at the same time. So the Beatles are getting a biopic, which I'm sure this is not like the first iteration of something like this. I don't believe so. But they're getting a four-part biopic. And by four-part, I mean there will be four movies. Four movies. Four films to acknowledge and celebrate and highlight the Beatles. Sam Mendes is directing, and it's called The Beatles, a four-film cinematic event, a series of four interconnected biographical films scheduled for release in April 2028, with each movie focusing on the perspective of a different band member. The cast features Harris Dickinson as John Lennon, Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, Joseph Quinn as George Harrison, and Barry Keoghan as Ringo Starr. So the plan is, and I before I even say that, Sam Mendes is coining this as bingeable film. Like he's trying to change the movie game. Y'all go, y'all sit up on your couches or someone else's, and you've got the Netflix going, you've got the Max going, you've got the Hulu, if you can even find content that's available to you on Hulu. That's a chat for another day. Your Disney Plus, whatever it is. And y'all sit up there and binge shows all the time. So these guys said, hey, why don't y'all binge some movies? So they're giving it, they said that they're not exactly sure yet if it will be all released in one day or all released in 1 week, but they will all be released at the same time. It won't be it won't be like Wicked where you'll be waiting a year. It won't be like DC and Marvel where they'll tell you the Avengers are coming back in December of 2029. It won't be like that. You will get it all at once. It's just a question of how quickly at once. So what do you think of this? Because okay, all right. Before you even say anything, my co-host, okay, you know I like to give you a little anecdotes about my co-host. Sometimes my co-host prefers a movie. Okay, he prefers a movie, and from what I understand, you don't really like to binge too hard either. Like you don't mind watching a series. But the things that people do, where like me, I love to sit up on my couch with a little six episode series and just bang it all out in one day. That is not my co-host, but he is a film buff. So this seems this seems like your hell realized. But you tell me. That's my guess. But you tell me what you think of this.
I think it's a cool concept,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think people are watching four movies back to back.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Now, let me be clear. I would like to use the word most people
Yeah, you're
because
right.
there are people who will sit and watch
Movies all day.
all the Star Wars movies back to
Yeah,
back. There are definitely people who will watch all the Harry Potter movies back to back.
it's true.
And one time, I went to the theaters for a release of Christopher Nolan's Batman Dark Knight Rises. And when they did this release, before
Mm-hmm.
number three came out, they
Mm-hmm.
showed you number one and two before that. So we were in the movies for 9 hours,
That is a
really like 10
long movie
hours.
day.
They gave you a break. It was like a
Okay.
20-30 minute break in between each movie. So
30
we were in
minutes. They
the
couldn't
we
give
were in
you
the
an
movie.
hour?
Nobody wanted an
Wow.
hour. If it's an hour, we feel nah, it's too long.
You
Anyway,
going home. Yeah.
or to sleep, right? And so you got a chance to refill your popcorn and your
Mm-hmm.
soda and use the bathroom and stretch the legs. And the only reason I did that three movie thing was because that's my shit, right? And I think this is the problem. I think the problem with doing this is nobody saw these movies before.
Hmm.
They may not be the greatest films. And then if number one is subpar,
Mm-hmm.
how you gonna feel about sitting there for number two?
Well, you already paid for it, so.
But that sometimes you'll take the L. I think you are pushing the envelope, and I like the innovative side of this. I like the
Mm-hmm.
concept of this, but I think you're banking too much on the fandom of the Beatles, which is huge worldwide, right?
I
I'm not I'm
mean,
not
I.
but I think you're banking too much on those fans
Mm-hmm.
being willing to sit there for all of these hours because you said a movie, which means at minimum each one is an hour and 30.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
So we saying
Because it's highlighting each person's life, so it's like you're watching four biopics.
correct. And that I think is a stretch. I think you're hard pressed to find people in droves who are going to come out and watch four films back to back. And
Yeah.
now I also want to say one more thing. I understand that the Beatles are one of the greatest groups in history. Some would say the greatest group in all of history. I understand. I understand. But four films is fucking greedy.
I did not expect. I did not expect you to say
I could even see part one
that.
and part two. But
Yeah,
four fucking films, nigga. Queen got one film, okay?
and Queen could have easily, could have easily.
The shit was great. I love
Oh,
Bohemian
so
Rhapsody. I
good.
watch that movie all the time. Just
It's
watched it
so
like three
good.
weeks ago with my daughter.
So good.
Maybe
So
less than that, like 2 weeks ago. Anyway, the point is, four fucking films is greedy.
yeah. I see what you're saying. I'm not saying yeah because I necessarily agree with you, but
Four
yeah.
films is greedy. That's a lot.
Now, what I'll say is that if you had to, if this concept was floating around, let's say the concept was just floating around the industry and people were thinking about doing this, but people weren't really sure for concerns that you noted. I do think that if you need to do a trial run, if we need to see if this could work, the Beatles is a good place to start because the like you said, the fandom of the Beatles is huge,
Yes.
huge, and crosses
Yes.
generations.
Yes.
So I think if people are really that invested, they'll find themselves at the theater. Now, from what I read, and you guys can find this article, and there's a bunch of articles online, but I found mine from Billboard. But what I read is that the stories are interconnected. So they're making it so you're
Sure.
going to want to see all four films in order to complete the entire story. It's just that it'll be from each group member's perspective. But yeah, I think for me, you talked about 9 hours of being at the movies, and yeah, for one-offs, I think it's okay. I'm totally down. I'm the friend who's down for whatever. So, even if this is something that I don't care to do, if somebody said to me, "You want to go watch, however many movies all day," I would say yes. I probably would. I would go on the excursion with them. But I think on a normal day, the idea of being glued to my seat for that many hours today, it feels like I'm being held beyond my control. Now, I do remember years ago when I was a teenager, I was fine with going to the movies and seeing multiple movies in one day. I just don't know that my attention span allows me to do that today.
I don't even think that's the problem. If it was two movies, I think people would do that with no
Yeah,
hesitation.
I think two
But
movies is not
four
that bad.
fucking films? This is what I don't understand.
And then trailers and ads. Don't do it. Don't do it. This better be an ad-free experience. I don't want to see nobody else's movie trailer that day. Okay.
This is what
You
what,
had
what
the
I don't
movies from
understand.
8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
What I don't understand is why
Hmm.
wouldn't they make this a series?
I think it would, yeah, I think it should have been a
Because
series.
you could have gave us even 9 1-hour episodes, even 10. You could have gave 10 1-hour episodes,
They
and
could
people
have.
would have loved that. It could have been a limited series, and you could have wilded out. You could have did all the shit you wanted, all the stories, all the interconnectedness. You could do whatever you want if you made it a series. You could have easily did a dope limited series,
Okay, so I love docuseries. I
and that I
love
would have watched.
yeah,
If
and
you
I
told
love
me, hey,
documentaries.
limited series on Max or whatever on platform A,
Hmm.
because Max didn't pay us, right? If you
It would
said,
probably.
hey, limited series, 10
Hmm.
episodes, the Beatles, I'd be like, oh, let's go.
I agree. I agree. I think it's a lot more. It would be a lot more digestible as a series.
Yeah.
I I also will say I really enjoy a documentary. I really enjoy a docu series. But I also really enjoy a biopic. It's
Mhm.
different, but the same, but it's different. You know. Um, so I really like the idea of getting a Beatles film.
I
I
think
love
I,
that
I think even
idea.
two.
I that biopics about music acts are some of my favorite films to watch. I
Yeah.
love them. I think they're great. Most of the time they're done well, fairly well. Sometimes, but most of the time they're good, they're inspiring. They teach you things you didn't know, or maybe because some of it is not real. But I do, not real meaning like loose exaggerations of things that happened, or
Oh,
but
okay.
you know what yeah, I mean everything is not exactly
You
as
mean
it's
you
shown to
mean
us.
you mean Elton John did not start flying through the air while singing?
I'm not doing this with you. I knew you were going to do this.
Rocket Man was like,
If
all
you
right,
need us to go watch Rocket Man, you could.
why didn't it tell me to smoke some weed or take some mushrooms or something before I walked in here? Why it didn't tell me?
Anyway, anyway, yeah, I like the idea. I just don't know how invested I could be. I think I would need it over time. I would need multiple days to
Yeah.
watch it. I would need there to be an option for me to watch it over multiple days. I don't think I would want.
But even if they did, if they said, okay, if they said Thursday movie one, Friday, movie 2. Saturday, movie 3. Sunday, movie 4. You going to the movies 4 days in a row?
I think Sunday might be really difficult.
Yeah, like cats ain't doing
There
this,
better be
man.
bundles too when you buy. First of all, how much is this going to cost? And there better be bundles too. I
I
better
mean, if
get
you
a
got
Beatles
AMC A list,
popcorn bucket or something
if you got
with free
AMC A
refills.
list,
I mean, I do have AMCA list, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like whatever. Anyway,
that could be your 4 movies for the week.
that's true. That's true. But they
But
be doing.
you will have to buy popcorn and snacks multiple times.
But that's what I'm saying. There should be some
But
sort of
if you got
special.
popcorn pass, all right, this is not an ad.
All
I'm
right, you
sorry.
see? Show off. Anyway, the point here is, listen, this is a nice idea. I'm very curious to see what it looks like. I want to see trailers. I want to know exactly what the plan is when they have a plan. I'm very interested in this whole thing being fleshed out and
Yeah,
presented to us. It's not going to be until 2028, so we don't have to worry about it for a while. But
I don't have to worry about it at all.
all right, what's the next topic? Because you came here to be ridiculous today, and
I just feel like this is ridiculous. So you gotta, I'm trying to match their energy. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
yep.
For fucking
We'll at
hell.
Sam Mendes, okay?
Right. Yeah, when you clip it up, make sure you tag them. Okay, Sam Mendes. What? Again, I think very innovative.
Uh-huh.
Very
Oh,
innovative.
absolutely. Great. Conceptually, it makes a lot of sense. I get it.
But make it a series. You know,
Yeah.
change your mind, like Keisha Cole. All right, we're gonna stick in music, and we're gonna drive to the other side of Music Town, to Hip Hop Town. So I came up here and I reviewed the Game and DJ Drama's Gangsta Grill's tape.
You did.
It was
I
called.
wasn't here.
You weren't here that day. The first one was called Every Movie Needs a Trailer. And so, how fitting, right?
No, I'm laughing. Can I tell you why I'm laughing? It has nothing
Oh,
to do with
sure.
that, but it's funny. It's entertainment related. So I accidentally clicked on my email. I was trying to pull the article off the screen, and I accidentally clicked my email. And at the top in my LinkedIn, it says follow Reese follow Reese Witherspoon.
Oh,
Found,
okay.
founder at Hello Sunshine. LinkedIn, what are we doing? What are we doing?
LinkedIn knows what's up. LinkedIn said me and the RZA connect, you know?
Anyway, please carry on.
So the first one was called Every Movie Needs a Trailer. And so now, recently, the Game and DJ Drama dropped another tape. They dropped a part 2 on these mother flowers. Okay? Last Friday, 1 week ago, they dropped the second disc. And so what they've done is they re-released, they were smart. They put out a new project called Every Movie Needs a Trailer, The Credits. But what they did is disc 1 is the newer stuff, the newer release. Disc 2 is the original release.
Okay, that's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah. So now if you listen to both back to back, you got 28 songs, an hour and 29 minutes. But if you just listen to disc 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 songs.
Okay.
11 new songs. So, cool. So, that's how they did it. Now, the same way, this is Mike and Keys produced the entire thing, minus one song on this new disc.
Okay.
And then it's Game and DJ Drama. Now, this disc does have some features that are interesting. This new disc has a feature from 21 Savage, It does have a beat and feature from Swiss Beats, but it's really his beat. They just gave him credit as a feature. He's not rapping or doing the hook on this one.
Yeah.
Boozy Badass is also featured. There's some really interesting features to me. And Benny the Butcher is also featured, which is
Okay.
interesting because on the first disc, there weren't really any features. So they saved the features for the new release. I'm just
That
scrolling through
is
to make
also
sure.
smart.
Oh yeah, there was OT Genesis on one song. It was the last song. OT Genesis. I think one more person is featured on a song. No, just OT Genesis. So OT Genesis was featured on one song. Oh, I'm lying. And Latoya Williams was on a song. It was really just singers on the first one,
Okay.
except OT Genesis. There were two singers. There's another singer on the first one. Where's it at? I want to make sure I'm giving people their credit. Jason Martin. Jason Martin was on the first one. So yeah, really interesting features. These features really are interesting before you ever hear the tracks. And so this second disc is also really good. I came up here and I gave a lot of props to Game and Drama and Mike and Keys on the first one. The second one is good too. Now, which one I like better, I don't know, because I know that's probably what people are going to ask. Because they came out weeks apart. I did not sit through 1 and 2 together because I knew I had to come up here and review this new disc. So I just listened to this new disc twice. And so I like both of them. And my review really is not long. The beats are great. Mike and Keys did a great job again. Oh, I forgot. How could I forget? Everyone's favorite feature, Ty Dolla $ign, is also on the new disc. Everyone's favorite feature, Mr. Feature himself.
Mr. Feature himself, he knows how to do a feature. That's for sure.
Damn sure does. So, listen, I just want to speak about Game. Okay, now there's a couple of things that have circulated. In the first disc, he said some things that people thought were jabs at Kendrick. He was asked about it in interviews, and he doubled down and said, yes, they're jabs at Kendrick. If Kendrick don't like it, too bad. If y'all don't like it, too bad. And this time he mentions Kendrick straight up. That's what largely has been circulating on the internet.
Okay.
He directly says things about Kendrick. He basically says, I can't beef with a nigga who I helped put on. That's one. Then he says, I'm the best in the West. I'm the best, period. And even if the best in the West, Kendrick, feels a way, then come on with it, nigga. Come on with it. I am paraphrasing. These are not the bars. But it's on the internet. If you look up the Game, you'll see all the quotes floating around. They're all from track 1, which is called Whatever, which he's saying, hey, I'm down for whatever. Now, what I want to speak about is Game's ability, not just to rap. We know he can rap. Not just to be a chameleon and rap like anybody, but Game's ability to write songs. Very often when the Game comes up, it's stated that, yeah, but that first album wouldn't exist without 50 Cent. 50 Cent wrote those bomb-ass songs. Well, you can believe what you want about that. But Game continues to put out bomb-ass songs. Game continues to show us years and years later, 21 years later, they say it on the project. The documentary came out 21 years ago now. And still, Game is writing bomb-ass songs, great hooks, concepts that go well together. And he continues to do it. He's not just rapping his ass off. He's also writing bomb-ass songs. And so what I appreciate is Game's songwriting ability shows very well on both of these discs. On the new disc, probably there you could argue that some of the songwriting is even better than the first disc. And the features only add to it. Okay? And yes, I did give my one critique last time where Game is letting us know that he's old, but he also keeps up with the lingo of today. There was some of that, but there was less of that. And I appreciated that there was less of that. It was almost like Game heard what I said and was like, all right, it was overkill the first time. I'm going to pull it back a little bit the second time. So this was good. This was good. Something I will be listening to a third time. I enjoyed it when it ended. I could have let it roll on a third time.
Mhm.
Um, you can tell that Game did all of the stuff and then sent it to DJ Drama, and then DJ Drama jumped on
Mhm.
afterwards. Um, it does sound like for one or two songs they might have been there together, but you could tell that this was post, which is normal, right? DJs do not normally go to the studio when you record the song.
Yeah.
So, and today, there's less and less of in-person collaborations. Um, so I'm not surprised by it, but I just want to point it out because it is noticeable. Even on there's like one song where he tries to make it seem like he's about to do something, kind of seem like they were there together. If you When you listen to it the second time, you could tell that Game kind of left him the spot to say
Okay.
whatever.
I see what you
You know
mean.
what I mean? So I just want to point that out. But I enjoyed it, man. DJ Drama is up there talking big shit like he does. He's killing it. But Game is rapping his ass off, and there are quality songs up there. And I want to say, what's great about Game, and especially on
Mhm.
this new disc, is this new disc pays homage to multiple generations of hip hop.
Okay.
There's some stuff where he's rapping like today. There's some stuff where he's rapping kind of in his default way, you could say. And then there's even a song where he raps like Ice Cube back in the early 90s. So you get a
Mm.
little bit of everything. There's stuff for the ladies. There's stuff for the I'll kill you rappers. There's stuff for everybody. And I think Game doesn't get enough credit. I've said this before.
You have.
And Game feels that way too. And I understand why. Game doesn't get a lot of credit. Game is not mentioned in people's top tens, top 25s, top fives. And
Mhm.
I think it's time to change that. Game may not be the most commercially successful person today. Today, Game is not selling 5 million albums, but Game continues to be consistent. Game continues to put out quality work, and I think this is more of that.
And that's great. Good for Game. For those of you who are confused, I did not listen to it because we didn't say that. We just
Right?
kind
We
of
should have.
launched into it, but I did not
I just
listen.
jumped right
I
in.
honestly didn't
Jumped
know
right.
it came out. Uh, you know, the young man here said, he goes, so Game and DJ Drama came out, so I think I should talk about that. I said, oh, thanks,
Yeah,
co
I'm saying.
host, for telling me
Oh,
the topic in advance
I did.
so I could prepare. So, anyway, that's why I don't really have anything to say, but how would you rate it?
I mean, I think my review says enough, but yeah, I think it's really good. I mean, what do you want, a number? Like,
Oh, yeah, I wanted a number.
oh, we never give a number. I don't know. It's probably a 9. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. 9 out of
Yeah,
10.
9 out of 10. Right, just for those who
I take that.
for those who could be like 9 out of what?
Out of 100. No, doofus.
Anyway,
But I like that. Okay, I'm gonna listen.
yeah, he definitely gave some stuff for the ladies too.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
he
also
didn't
like,
ignore the ladies.
I have a complicated relationship with that music because sometimes it's like, yeah, 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 that's what I want, and then other times I don't want that. I want the
What
other
do you mean?
stuff.
Oh, it's there. The other stuff is there. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, for this lady,
yeah. I mean,
I want
it's
the
got
hardcore
I'll Kill
stuff.
You records. It's got Two Steppable records. It's got stuff for the ladies. It's great. I think it's great. I
Okay,
think once again, Game showed his ass off in a good way.
I dig it. I dig it. Very
Yeah,
talented rapper. Very.
yeah. Great artist. All right, I know it's time to go. Thank you, Watch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for So Long.
You heard it. We gotta go.
That's it. All right, and Monday, 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 y'all better be ready because Monday we will be coming in here to talk about the Super Bowl halftime show and the
Beneath was
fall
getting
off.
ready.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
He's
right.
getting ready.
And and the fall off.
Yep.
So y'all get ready. Get your popcorn. Go to AMC. Get your popcorn and come ready.
Yep.
Because we might give y'all like 2 hours on Monday. No, I'm just kidding. We're not.
I didn't.
We're not. I'm kidding. It's jokes. It's jokes. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all Monday. Enjoy your Super Bowl weekend.
Bye.
Adios.